The world is changing. Everywhere we look, we see colonized communities rising to take power and seize back their destinies from foreign tyranny, occupation, and colonial domination. Those of us who come from colonized communities, Pan-Afrikanists, and our allies are called to now extend our full solidarity and support and commitment to the communities of the Sahel states and the Alliance of the Sahel states, which is currently leading the global struggle for planet repairs, seizing sovereignty, taking back our resources, and ending foreign occupation and the harms and manganese crimes of neocolonialism. We in the Pan-African Reparations Internationalist Standing Conference see that we now have to rally ourselves as Pan-Africans for reparations to locally build the international social movement of the African reparations, to secure the building of the People's Reparations International Movement, and globally harmonise African and other community reparatory justice interest in our practical work towards planet repairs. We also are committed to facilitating Pan-African and internationalist involvement for true people-to-people's dialogue to unify people's power. That facilitation to really bring together our communities to work hand to hand to advance our people's struggle is ever more than ever to not allow our communities and our struggles to be isolated. The PARISC is organising action-leading panels around key subject areas of reparatory justice interest to convene all of those committed around the world to work on practical areas and programmes of work, to develop policies and to harmonise our perspectives towards a Pan-African reparatory best practice. We see the need to accelerate the pathways towards decolonisation, to accelerate our learning journeys for our own educational revolution that brings us together through dialogues, study visits, exchanges, research reports, conferences, and active interaction with other colonized communities and our allies from around the world. It's for this reason that the home grounding of the PARISC in the Alliance of Sahel States in West Africa is not only symbolic, but is an urgent imperative of us as African peoples with our allies to center ourselves and ground ourselves where the leadership for a new Africa is emerging.
Being amongst the delegates that are conducting a study in the Sahel state is an opportunity to lay hands on Africa reality on the ground. And this new alliance represents the hope for the unity of Africa.
Our predecessors, Pan-African heroes and sheroes, and allied justice fighters have paved the way for us. It is a privilege to participate in the real and total liberation of African nations through the leadership of the Alliance of the Sahel States.
I'm honoured to be invited by PARISC to join the study visit delegation to the Sahel. The imperialist plunder of the world is for all of us to stop together with united people's power.
As European youth, we are miseducated to believe the world revolves around us. This isn't true, and the Pan-African youth of the Sahel are proving this every day. This shows the essential need to decolonize education and make sure that as a generation, we see the world for what it truly is and rise up together to create true liberatory planet repairs-based change.
An Africa free from the borders of the 1884 to 1885 Berlin Conference, free from the colonial domination of Western Euro-American imperialism, and where our resources and our lands are being alternatively developed for our own African sovereignty. Supporting PARISC is going to help our grassroots communities build capacity through educational resources, funding to support travel trips and exchanges, and through logistics and hardware to have the very basics to be able to connect with each other and build connections with the international community.